What's going on, everybody? Today we have two new exciting knives to take a look at from CIVIVI. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss out on any future videos coming out. So let's get to it. The first one is a CIVIVI Elementum light brown micarta. As you can see there, get that up there so you can see the numbers exactly. So let's take a look and see what we've got. Alrighty. Great little CIVIVI pouch, as always. Typical CIVIVI packings. Your cloth and all that good stuff. And let's, oh yeah. Very nice. First off, the micarta is nice and dryish, not super slippery. Got a nice dry feeling to it, so it doesn't feel like it's going to slip around in your hand. It's not laminated or anything like that. Ooh, yeah. Nice action as always. Flipping out. Yeah, okay. Not super drop shotty, but that might change with breaking in. A little bit of a failure there. Yeah, so you can fail it. Might need some oil. But anyhow, let's go ahead and take a look at the next one here, because they are pretty much the similar. This one is the copper-handled CIVIVI Tanto. So let's go ahead and get this open so we can take a look at both of them. Like I said, they're both very similar, besides the different handle material. Okay, now the first thing you notice right off the bat is a weight difference. Big time. Ooh, yeah, there we go. And as you can see, the blades are exactly pretty much the same. Nothing different really particularly about the blades. It is just pretty much the handle material. Like I said, definitely a weight difference with the copper, as it should be. This one seems just to be a tad bit stiffer. Again, could probably use a little bit of oil. They don't seem to be particularly drowning in oil like you would see some knives, such as Tucson knives, when they come in and they're swimming in it. But yeah, definitely pretty cool. So anyway, the first thing is, as always, it's nice to see them coming out with the Elementum in a Tanto. I think it took them way too long to come out with a Tanto version for the Elementum, but I'm glad they did, because it's a super popular knife. It is probably, it's definitely the knife that has really set CIVIVI off. Great overall size, which is, let me take a look here, as I don't remember. Overall length, 7 inches long. And I will say, I'm not a small knife guy, but this is a great feeling in the hand for such a small knife. You could choke up on it if you wish, but yeah, very much they feel great in the hand for such a small knife. I think the good thing is that even though it's a small knife in the length, it's not a small length in the height or the thickness. So they're giving you enough knife to where you feel good holding it. It's not so thin and slipping out of your hand or anything like that. So anyway, yes, this feels great in the hands. The typical CIVIVI deep carry pocket clip, which is a great pocket clip. They can be a little fragile in the bending department sometimes. I did have to already replace one on one of my Tantos, but the recessed screws, awesome. Love to see that too. So you're not going to see this knife in your pocket. It's going to stay in your pocket and everything else. So great overall action. Like I said, this knife here is $52. for the micarta, and the copper is $68. $68, yes. And there's a brass one for $68. There is also a darker micarta too. If you want a darker brown micarta, they do come in that too. So there's a few different versions to talk about. Obviously, we're talking about the patina that these will get. Obviously, the light brown is going to get more of a patina, a showing patina from your fingers and your hands, the greases over time. Same with the brass and copper. They are going to patina slightly different. As you can tell, it looks like they probably painted these black and then basically scuffed them to give them to allow you to have that not shiny new, which is kind of great. That's kind of cool. But yet you're going to still see the patina showing up very much over time. So it's very cool concept that they got going on there. And like I said, the design overall, pretty cool. That's a nice Tanto tip, not super aggressive. So if you're not a huge fan of the Tanto, this is not a terrible, a super aggressive kind of like this. This would be a lot more aggressive. If you're new to Tantos, the more aggressive blade might not be for you. But this is a little mellower, a little more friendly. So, like I said, action, super good. Take a look at the lockup. Right there, spot on, 25%. So it's just, like I said, could probably use a greasing, and they'll probably break in very nicely. Blade lineup is spot on. Pretty much the same thing there. There might be a little bit earlier lockup on this one. And spot on again with the lineup. So yes, looking very good. Like I said, CIVIVI does a great job with everything. Your detent ball is right there very early. So if they do break in, they will pretty much just be ready to close on you. So we'll see how they break in. Get some oil on them. Get them breaking in. I like this one. I really do like the copper. Feels great. It's got a nice weight to it. You kind of feel like you really have a knife in your hand. This one, very light. Let me take a look here and see what they're saying. If they say the weight, no, they don't. Yes, they do. 3 ounces, just a tad under 3 ounces. Let's take a look here for the brass or copper. Yeah, just a little over 4.5 ounces on the copper. And just out of curiosity, yep, same thing with the brass. Brass and copper are weighing in. They're at the same. So very nice, very cool. These are cool knives. I look forward to really checking them out. Again, the Elementum is a super popular knife. These knives certainly are. This is the first time I've even handled Elementum. And I've kind of a very stickler on this channel. I only will buy Tantos for the channel and will only review a Tanto for this channel. And even I've tried to even stay away from a lot of Tantos that are super, almost could pass as a standard knife. They're so mellow. I like the more aggressive style Tantos, such as knives like this Tucson. I just like it to be a Tanto and not be considered something else, because the blade angle just doesn't give you the appearance of being a Tanto. So I'm very much a stickler for that. I try to stick to it for this channel. You can see reviews for other knives on tons of other channels. So here, I do stick with aggressiveness. and legitimate Tantos. So I have never handled the Elementum before. So it's great that CIVIVI finally did bring the Elementum out in a Tanto, and we can look at it on this channel and bring it to you guys. So there you go. We will take a look at these knives. We'll get some cutting done. We'll take them to work. We'll beat on them, get them wet, and all that fun stuff. And definitely flip the heck out of them and see how they break in. So next time, we will catch you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.